Hey there, Lucy. Just wanted to let you know that I was going to go to the store today since it's a triple points day. I'm probably going to come home with a lot of food, okay?
Sounds good to me, Tanya. Would you mind getting me some ice cream while you're there, too?
You want me to add some ice cream to the grocery list? I wish you would have said something before.
Actually, now that you mentioned, make sure you get the ice cream, some potato chips, those little sweet rolls they sell at the bakery, and also a slice of chocolate cake while you're at it.
Hold on a second, Lucy. I was already planning on buying quite a bit of stuff at the store today. I only have so many bags, and I'm sure that whatever I get is already going to be really heavy.
Okay, I literally don't remember asking about any of that. What's the point you're trying to make here?
Well, I'm just saying that if you wrote all of this down on the list beforehand, it might be different. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get everything you just asked for on top of the stuff that I was already going to get, you see?
You have got to be kidding me. Please tell me this is your idea of a joke.
I might be able to get some ice cream, but if you're really craving desserts that much, you might be better off just going to the corner store and getting yourself something. I can pay you back for whatever you get for yourself when I get back home, so go ahead and pick out something nice for yourself, okay?
I honestly can't believe that I am being talked back to by the help. Since when do maids give their masters orders?
Excuse me? I really don't know what you mean by all that, Lucy.
I mean that you're my dad's wife, which is basically just another word for maid, and I'm his daughter. That means that you have to do whatever I tell you to do as well. So don't go thinking you can tell me what to do and what you can and can't buy.
I really don't get where this attitude of yours has been coming from lately. You never acted like this at all before your dad and I got married, you know?
Well, that's because when it was just Dad and I, the housework never got done, and I figured you for the sap who would marry him and clean up for us.
Lucy, please tell me that you're not serious about this. Is that really how you feel about me?
Of course it is, you good-for-nothing maid. Don't think that just because I told my dad that I didn't mind if you married him that it meant I liked you or anything.
Hey there, Tanya. Just wanted to let you know that I'm finally done with work for the day. I remember you telling me that you were going to the grocery store. Are you still there?
Hey there, Rick. I'm actually still at the store right now, but I'm standing in line to pay.
Oh, I see. You said it was their triple points day, right? Does that mean there were a lot of people buying groceries today?
Just a bit. There certainly were more people than I was expecting, but it wasn't so bad. It just makes me glad that I didn't take the car down here. That would have been a mess trying to get out.
Oh, I see. Did you bike down there instead? Maybe I can try and get home right around when you would so I can help you bring some bags in.
You don't need to worry about that. I brought enough bags for me to be able to carry, so I think I'll manage.
Oh, well, okay. If you're sure about that then, just don't push yourself too hard. I'll see you at home then. Love you.
Thanks, hun. I love you too.
Lucy, are you there? I have some really bad news.
Oh, Dad, did you get off work already? What's the matter? What's the bad news?
Well, it's Tanya. She's been in a traffic accident and was hit by a car. An ambulance has already arrived to where she was hit and they're taking her to the hospital right now.
Whoa, what? Are you serious? Did Tanya really get hit by a car?
That's right. She was on her way home from the grocery store when some drunk driver ran into her. I guess Tanya must have handed her phone to a passerby because I got a call from her to tell me about this, only it wasn't her. So anyways, I'm going to Central Hospital to go see her. You're old enough to take care of yourself at the house, so just wait there. There might be phone calls coming to the house about this, so I just wanted you to know.
Got it. I guess I'll hold down the fort and answer the phone if any calls do come.
Of course. And I have one more thing to ask of you. If you could call around to Tanya's relative and let them know what happened and explain that I'm with her at the hospital, I'd really appreciate it.
You got it, Dad. You can count on me. Hey, Tanya, are you there? I heard all about what happened from my dad a little bit ago. So you were hit by a car on your way back from the supermarket? I guess that means that all the snacks that I told you to buy for me went flying into the air on impact, huh? You really are a useless maid. Do you know that? I mean, I ask you to do one little thing for me, and you go and get yourself hit by a car? Someone really needs to teach you a lesson in responsibility. Hello, I'm talking to you here. Aren't you going to say anything to me? You better make sure to buy everything that I asked you to get for me before you get back home from the hospital. Oh, right. Also, my dad asked me to call your family and tell them what happened to you. But that's such a pain in the butt, so I'll do it, but you're going to have to pay me $100 a month on top of allowance. Got it? Anyways, if you don't want me to tell Dad to divorce you right now, you better get out of the hospital and come home right this second. You useless old maid. You have seriously got some nerve treating me like this, you know that? I fell asleep texting you last night, and now I wake up and I see that you've read all of my messages. So does that mean that you smartened up and finally came from the hospital then? Because Grandma is here and she's making me breakfast, you know? You can't even be here to do the most basic duties of a maid. And I don't want to hear any kind of excuses about how much pain you're in or anything like that. That would just make me think that you got into this accident as an excuse to try and get out of doing your job. Hey, are you even home yet? Because if you're not here doing your duty, then what is even the point of you being married to my dad? I guess this means I'll just have to think of something to do with you then.
Hey, Lucy. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't have any clubs after school today, right? Are you just coming home at the normal time?
Oh, Dad, aren't you still at work? What are you doing texting me while you're still on the clock?
Well, actually, I took the day off work and I'm at the hospital with Tanya right now.
You are? Why in the world would you take off work just to be with her?
I've been with Tanya here at the hospital since yesterday. I've stopped by home this morning to get her something that she needs while here, but that's it.
Is that why Grandma showed up to take care of me?
Yeah. I called her and told her that I wouldn't be home for a little bit and asked for her help.
But are you sure that Tanya's even that hurt? Like, are you sure she's not just over-exaggerating her injuries?
You think Tanya is just being dramatic about this? Lucy, are you serious?
I just mean that it can't be all that bad getting hit by a drunk driver, right? She probably just has a couple scratches, but I don't think she'd need to be hospitalized. Besides, don't you think it's bad that this woman who is trying to become my new so-called mother is just lying in a bed doing nothing to take care of me right now? She's basically making Grandma step in and do all the work that she should be doing. Dad, I'm sorry, but I really think it's high time that you and Tanya get a divorce. This is just getting ridiculous. I mean, surely, with the amount of money you make, we could just hire a normal maid, right?
Lucy, I just really don't think that I can handle you anymore.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't understand, Dad. Is something wrong?
I just mean that I saw the messages you were sending Tanya last night. I saw the messages that you'd been sending her for a while.
But Wait, what do you mean by that? Wait, no, Dad, you really don't get it. This is all just a big mistake.
There's no mistake. And I think you know exactly what you've been doing. You sent some horrible messages to Tanya, and I just don't know what to say to you.
Were they really that bad? I was just trying to tell her how I really felt about her.
Look, Lucy, I know that even though Tanya and I are married, that you really never thought of her as your new mom. And that's fine. I was never going to force that. I just hoped that would happen over time. But I just can't believe the kind of things that you were saying to her. I mean, you literally kept calling her a maid. I'm sorry, but I just can't let this kind of behavior slide without doing something. Especially when it's coming from my own daughter.
Wait, no, Dad, you can't be serious about this. What are you trying to do? I was just trying to set Tanya straight for not doing her job like she was supposed to.
I'm afraid that I might just have to kick you out when you turn 18. By the way, Tanya still hasn't woken up. She's still unconscious.
Hold on a second. You're going to kick me out of the house? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke?
The doctor said she hit her head in the accident and her whole body is covered in injuries. I can't believe the woman I love has ended up like this. I don't even know what to think. I'm crushed. It feels like I have nothing.
But that's not true, Dad. You have me. You're never alone.
You think that's what I want to hear from you right now? We're probably glad that this happened. I was just starting to move past the fact your mom had cheated on me, but I need some space now.
What do you mean you need space, Dad?
I mean, you're going to go and live with your grandma for the time being. Do you understand me?
You can't really mean that. You're really going to send me to live with Grandma?
That's right. She's already agreed to do this. I told her all about what's happened.
You mean that you're really going to choose your wife over your own child? You can't be serious.
It isn't even much of a choice, really. One of you is fighting for their life after just going out to shop for us. Meanwhile, you were demanding that she leave the hospital that she could bring you ice cream and chips.
Please, Dad, don't do this to me.
I want you to pack your things up by tomorrow night, because then you and Grandma are going back to her place.
Hey there, Rick. I just wanted to let you know that I got on the train, okay?
Ah, good. I was wondering when I would be hearing from you.
I think that my things are supposed to be delivered sometime this afternoon.
Well, that's good to hear. Hopefully nothing bad happens with that. By the way, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay, thanks for asking. It's hard to believe that it's been a whole month since I left the hospital. I know that it's going to take some time to build my strength back up, but I didn't think it would be this hard.
Right. Well, you just rest up and take it easy. Things will come with time. I'll meet you at the station when you arrive. Just shoot me a message.
Got it, will do. And Rick, can I ask something?
Of course you can, Tanya. What's on your mind?
Are you really sure that you made the right choice with Lucy? I mean, you didn't even tell her that you got a new job or that we were going to be moving. Are you sure you want to do this without even saying a word to her?
I'm sure about it. Part of me really does want to go and talk to her in person, but my mom says that Lucy is still working through things and that she's going to need some time.
Oh, really? Is everything okay? Do you know?
I guess she is still blaming you for all of this, and my grandma is trying to work on explaining to her how none of this is your fault. She's sending her to therapy so that she can get a better hold of her emotions.
Well, if you really think that it's best, then I trust you, Rick.
Thanks for understanding. I am talking with my mom about Tanya a lot and always trying to follow whatever she's up to.
Right. I just hope that one day we can all put this behind us in the future and get along. It's been a few months since I got on the train to move to our new home. I was worried that I wasn't going to have a complete recovery, but it seems like I was able to get over the accident without any lasting effects. It's actually been quite a while since Rick and I have talked about going to talk to Lucy. Years, in fact. Her high school graduation is actually tomorrow. Last week, Rick got a message from Lucy asking if he would like to be there to watch her graduate. He talked it over with his mom, and she told him that Lucy had made great progress with her therapy. Rick asked if I could come along too, and Lucy said of course. So we've just finished packing our bags and are going to see Lucy tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey Mika, you got those divorce papers my lawyer sent, right? Make sure you get them to the courthouse as soon as possible. Got it?
Yeah, I got it, Jaden. Do you want me to shoot you a text when I turn them in or what?
Come on, Mika. How badly do you want to stay in contact with me? We're through. We're never getting back together.
Good grief, would you get over yourself? I was just wondering if you wanted me to let you know when we were officially divorced or not.
Listen up, Mika. I'm just about to leave on a relaxing, romantic, luxurious spa vacation with my beloved Samantha. A message from you ruining the mood of our celebratory vacation is the last thing I want. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, I'll take that as a no, loud and clear.
I'm glad you're finally starting to understand me. And just so we're perfectly clear, let me say it one more time. We are through. So don't bother trying to get back together with me. Now that I'm rid of you, I'll finally be free to enjoy life with Samantha. I no longer have any room for you in my life at all. None, zilch, nada. Got it?
You're such a narcissistic clown. Do you honestly think that after all you've put me through, I'd actually be interested in getting back together with you?
Looks like I hit a little too close to home.
Whatever. This is how we say goodbye then, I guess.
Yep, goodbye and good riddance.
Hey, Mika, are you there? Where are you right now? I tried ringing your doorbell, but no one came to the door and the house looked all dark. Where on earth are you? Please, the moment you see this message, you've got to get in touch with me. Rachel? We haven't talked in ages. What's going on? There you are, finally! You seem pretty serious. Did something happen, or are you okay?
I'm fine. This isn't about me. Hasn't my mom messaged you? I thought she would have told you about what was going on. In any case, you've got to get down to the hospital as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. The truth is that I blocked your mom a while ago.
You what? Why would you do that? I guess that's besides the point now. So you haven't heard about my brother?
Well, no, I haven't spoken to Jaden since 2 days ago.
He was in a car crash and he's in the hospital right now. A car crash? You need to get down to the Central City Hospital as soon as possible. There's a lot we'll need to talk about moving into the future, so I thought it would be best for the whole family to gather together in person.
Hold on, Rachel, calm down for a second.
How can you be calm when your husband is in the hospital?
My husband? Wait a second. Rachel, didn't you hear about what happened between us?
No, what?
Jaden and I are divorced, Rachel.
What? You are?
Yeah, it was finalized 2 days ago.
This is the first I've ever heard of this. Oh my goodness.
I see. I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
I guess that would explain why you haven't been contacting Jaden and haven't come down to the hospital yet. I guess. Wow, this day just keeps getting crazier. I'm sorry, Mika. I must have surprised you when I started texting you in a panic all of a sudden like that.
Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. You just didn't know.
I know this is probably a sensitive issue, and I don't mean to pry, but was the divorce over my brother's infidelity?
How did you know?
Well, I had my suspicions when the doctors mentioned that there was another passenger in the car Jaden was driving, and it was a female who I had never met before. Apparently the accident happened while they were on their way back from their spa vacation.
Ah, I see.
The doctor said her name was Samantha. Does that ring any bells?
Well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it anymore. Yes, Samantha is the woman whom Jaden was cheating on me with.
I see. I am terribly sorry for the way my brother treated you.
I already told you, Rachel, you don't have anything to apologize for. You didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, well, I guess that does explain a lot of things then. Gotcha. I don't know much of the details of the accident at this point, so I'll message you again sometime later after we talk to the police. For now, I can tell you that the doctors say that his injuries aren't life-threatening. I don't know exactly how things are going to go from here on out, but there might be some times when I need to get a hold of you. Is that okay?
Sure thing, Rachel. Just let me know whenever you need anything. Now, how about you, Rachel? How are you dealing with all of this? Are you okay?
Me?
Yes, you. I know that neither Jaden nor your mother have treated you very well over the years, and that's just from the things I've heard and seen from Jaden. I can't imagine what they were like when I wasn't around.
Well, I suppose that's to be expected. I'm only her stepdaughter, and ever since my dad died, she started treating me differently than before.
I'm not sure what the extent of Jaden's injuries are, but do you think they might try to force all the work of taking care of Jaden and his mistress onto you? I'm just asking out of concern for you, Rachel.
I don't know.
Your brother and I are divorced now, so it may not be my place to say this, but remember, there's absolutely no need for you to bear the burden all by yourself, Rachel. You take care of yourself, you hear me?
Thanks, Mika. I'll do that.
Mika, what's your problem? When are you finally going to step up and take responsibility for taking care of me? You know I'm wheelchair bound now. Don't pretend you don't. Even my poor, sweet Samantha has to live with a wheelchair. She's an angel. She didn't deserve this. We're living in a wheelchair-accessible apartment right now, but even with all those accommodations, it's still a nightmare over here. Hurry up and get your butt over here and help out around the house.
Jaden, you are the last person I wanted to hear from today. We've been divorced for a few months now. What do you want from me?
Don't act dumb. I want you to take responsibility. You need to come over to our apartment every day and help us out.
Why?
You know why. We're stuck in wheelchairs for the rest of our lives. And just what have you been up to lately while shirking off your responsibilities to me, huh? Have you been having fun? Walking around? Going places?
No, I mean, why am I the one who has to take care of you? We're divorced.
Excuse me? You're my wife. Obviously, you have to take care of me.
Do I need to teach you what the word divorced means?
At our wedding, you vowed to take care of me. Till death do us part.
Did you get a brain injury in that crash?
In sickness and in health, Mika. And right now, I'm cashing in on the in sickness part. You're gonna fulfill your duties to me as my wife, or else.
We are divorced. I am not your wife.
What?
What do you mean, what? You told me to fire the papers, quote, as soon as possible. And just like you told me, I went down to the courthouse the very same day and filed them. We're divorced.
You never told me that.
You also told me that I didn't need to tell you when I submitted them.
I did?
I asked you if you wanted me to message you when I submitted the divorce papers. You said no and further stated, again, directly quoting you here, a message from you ruining the mood of our celebratory vacation is the last thing I want. So, like you told me, I didn't tell you. Got it?
Wait, but you were only asking me that because you wanted an excuse to keep talking to me, weren't you?
No, I assumed that you had plans to marry your mistress as soon as we were divorced, and so I thought you might like to know at what point that would be legally possible. That's all.
But you never messaged me, so I figured, I don't know, maybe you were still in love with me and hadn't submitted them yet.
My God in heaven, you told me not to message you! Seriously, how bad was the brain damage you suffered in that accident?
I didn't suffer any brain damage. I'm just as smart as I've always been. Listen, Samantha and I are having a really hard time of things getting adjusted to life in a wheelchair. My mom helps us out when she can, but she's had a bad back, so she can't do everything all the time. We need someone to take care of all three of us.
Then hire someone. Did you really think you would be able to talk your ex-wife into moving back in with you to be your live-in maid? If you hadn't gotten a CAT scan yet, get one soon.
Okay, well, then I can just make you my legal wife again.
Huh?
We've been pretty busy over here the last few months between being in the hospital, going through rehabilitation, and then getting adjusted to our new lifestyles, so we haven't had the time to get legally married. So it just so happens that I'm a perfectly eligible bachelor. We can get married again. You can be my wife and help out me, Samantha, and my mom around the house. Isn't that a great plan?
I am more and more convinced that they lobotomized you while you were in the hospital. Do you even have any brains left in your skull?
What's up with that attitude? I'm offering you the chance to get back together with me. Are you really going to throw it in my face like this?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, yes, of course I am, you complete moron.
But why?
Don't insult my intelligence, Jaden. Rachel finally got tired of taking care of you and moved out, didn't she? And the only reason you're contacting me right now is because you want me to take over for her.
Wait, how do you know that Rachel moved out?
Because she told me she did. She told me that she's only your stepsister and that her father married your mother and that he had passed away a few years ago. And ever since then, it was just you, your mom, and Rachel living together in your house. She also told me that she started treating her like trash as time went on. I guess the two of you thought that since Rachel wasn't a blood relative, that you could force her to do all the cooking and cleaning while you just laze around the house.
Yeah? And so what if we did? She's supposed to take care of her family.
Rachel learned something very important recently. When your mother married her father, she never legally adopted her as her daughter.
Once again, so what? She's still my stepsister and my mom's stepdaughter.
Stepchildren aren't like biological children, especially when they're adults like Rachel. When you marry someone with children, they don't automatically become your legal children. There is a process to legally adopt the children of your spouse, but again, your mother never did it. So there is no bond, legal or biological, binding Rachel to you and your mom.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you're starting to see where I'm going with this. I guess the doctors must have left a few pieces of your brain behind after all.
So, you're saying...
Don't hurt yourself by thinking too hard. I'll spell it out for you. The moment Rachel's father died, the only reason she had to stick around you two went away. So no, Rachel has no responsibility to take care of you or your mother. I'm very sorry to say this, but you won't be able to rely on either the sister you mistreated nor the wife you cheated on to take care of you. Tough luck. And to be really honest, expecting me or her to care for you is an unprecedented low, even for you.
Hey, you're probably aware of this, but Samantha kinda got cut off by her parents, so she doesn't have anywhere else to go.
Oh no, she got cut off by her parents after they found out she got in an accident riding with the married man she was sleeping with. This might be a little harsh, but right now, the two of you are getting exactly what you deserve.
Please, Mika, you've got to come back to me. We really need some help around here.
Then go and hire someone to do it for you.
We can't hire somebody to help us without any money. Both Samantha and I had to quit our jobs after the accident, so we've got almost no income.
Not my problem.
How can you be so cold to me after all we've been through together?
Ah, yes, we have most certainly been through a lot together, haven't we? I remember it all so clearly, from our first date to your proposal, to our wedding and honeymoon, and then finally the day I found out you were sleeping with another woman. And if this had happened before that last one, I probably would have stuck with you, for better or for worse. But I would sooner die than spend the remaining years of my life nursing the cheating scoundrel who betrayed me.
All right, fine, whatever. You won't help us. Then can you at least tell me where Rachel went so I can contact her? You said you had been talking to her, right? Just her phone number would be okay. Please? She's my last hope.
Not a chance.
Why not?
Think about it. Rachel is, for the first time in years, finally free of the curse you and your mother had brought upon her. She is taking her first steps as a free woman. And as she's enjoying her newfound freedom, do you think she'd appreciate being bombarded from texts begging for help from the stepbrother who directly contributed to her years of torment? So no, I would never tell you Rachel's location or phone number, not even if you were lying on your deathbed.
Then who's going to take care of us? If you won't, and Rachel won't, then who?
Don't know, don't care.
Come on!
Goodbye. Forever. Jaden didn't know when to give up, so I blocked his number after that. And just to be safe, I went out and got a new phone number the next day. Since I also moved apartments since then, I think it's safe to say I don't need to worry about the three of them bothering me anymore. I'll also still keep in touch with Rachel. She gets updates on what Jaden is up to through a friend of hers. Apparently, after getting married to Samantha, an acquaintance of theirs was decent enough to hire them on as disabled hires in the same company they used to work at. So it seems that they should be able to make ends meet, if only barely. However, their personalities always were, well, atrocious. And once word got around about the circumstances behind them ending up in a wheelchair, everyone's opinions of them managed to get even worse than they already were. Despite the cold treatment by their old colleagues, they need their jobs so desperately that they can't quit. So they have no choice but to bear with the constant jeers and scorn they face every single day they show up at the office.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Travis, we need to have a talk. When are you going to start looking for work?
Huh?
I mean, sure, I'm working too, but it's only part-time at a factory, and I'm not sure how much longer I feel like keeping it. I'm your wife, and I'm relying on you to be the breadwinner for our family. You need to be able to support me, so you need to start looking for a real job that generates real income as soon as possible.
What do you mean, look for a real job? I already have a real job, Erica. What's the matter with the one I currently have?
Are you joking? People with real jobs go to work, you know, the old 9 to 5. You haven't gone to work for a single day in over 2 months. How is that a real job?
Hold on, didn't we already have this discussion? I'm doing remote work, Erica. I work from home.
What? So, wait, like, you mean you don't need to go to an office or anything? They just let you stay at home and work?
Yeah, that's right.
But that doesn't make any sense. What about your friend Kevin? He works at the same company, and he actually goes to the office every day.
Well, yeah, not everyone is on the same type of assignment as me. Some people can work from home, and some people can't. It depends on the person and their job. In my department, over 90% of our work is done on a computer, so we're the first people who the company allowed to work from home when the remote program started. They're gradually rolling it out to other departments too. I think Kevin said he should be able to work from home within a few months or so.
So, like, you started working from home or whatever, and then 2 months later you got fired?
Fired? What are you talking about?
Like, if your work is so pointless that you don't even have to go to the office, I heard that people who go to remote work pretty soon get fired and replaced by AI or something.
Erica, I legitimately have no idea what you're talking about. Where are you hearing all of this from?
I heard it from a friend of mine. You don't know them?
Okay, well, I don't know where this friend of yours got his or her information, but that's the sort of nonsensical rumors old people spread on social media.
Hey, don't you dare badmouth my friend like that. They're really smart, and they're not old.
I didn't mean it as an insult. I'm just saying. All I'm trying to say is that it's completely untrue that people on remote working assignments get fired and replaced by AI.
Whatever. Anyway, like I was saying, hurry up and get yourself a real job. Got it?
I already told you, Erica. I do have a real job. By the way, where are you right now, Erica? It's already dark outside. Shouldn't you be back home by now?
Don't dodge the issue. This conversation is about your work ethic.
And I've already told you. I have plenty of work ethic as things stand.
You're going to start looking for a realer job tomorrow morning, and that's final. If you don't find something that lets you properly support me by the end of this month, I'm divorcing you.
Divorce? Are you seriously threatening to divorce me?
Yo, Travis, you doing alright?
Why's that?
You had your camera on during the web meeting just now, and you looked kinda, I don't know, down about something? Is everything okay?
I guess I didn't do a good enough job of hiding it. Sorry about that. I hope I wasn't too distracting during the meeting. Do you think anyone else noticed?
Nah, I doubt it. No one else in the company knows you as well as I do. So, yeah, tell me, man, what's going on?
Well, it's Erica. We were talking yesterday, and somehow she's managed to get the completely wrong idea about what remote working is.
That's odd. It's pretty straightforward to me. What did she say?
According to her, a friend of hers, who I apparently don't know, told her that people who get put on remote work get fired and replaced by AI. So she thinks that I'm lying about working and already got fired. She also told me that I have to start looking for a realer job starting today, or else.
What?
Right? And by the way, the what else I mentioned is that if I don't get said realer job within a month, she's gonna divorce me. I'm completely at a loss for what to do. Nothing I say gets through to her.
Wow. Man, I'm sorry. That's a really tough situation.
Tell me about it.
I had no idea that was going on. It makes sense why you seem so down now. Well, if that's what's going on, I guess there's something I should probably tell you. I honestly have no idea whether it's related to what she's saying, and I debated whether or not I should tell you for a while now.
What is it?
When you came by my new apartment a while back to help me move in, do you remember the apartment building that was right across the road from me?
Yeah, I think so. The one that looked kinda old and had 2 broken windows on the first floor?
Yeah, that's the one. I've been seeing her go in and out of the corner room on the 2nd floor of that building pretty often.
What?
At first, I just figured she was visiting a friend of hers or something. But, and this is the part that really pains me to tell you, but recently, I found out the occupant of that room was actually a guy.
A guy, huh? What's he look like?
I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, but I can't quite put my finger on it. He seemed pretty young. Your wife doesn't happen to have any young male siblings or relatives, does she?
Nope. Erica's an only child, and she doesn't have any family in the city. I see. I'm sorry, Travis. Listen, Kevin, I know this doesn't have anything to do with you, but do you think you could keep an eye on that apartment for me for a while? Sure thing, man. What should I be looking for? A record of what time she goes in and out of the apartment would be great, and if possible, some pictures for evidence. You don't have to monitor it 24/7, just whenever you happen to see her is fine. Got it. Leave it to me. I'm starting to work from home in the next few weeks, so I'll be at home a lot more anyway, so I should be able to keep my eye on the apartment most of the day. I'm really sorry to drag you into all this, Kevin. Hey, I'm your friend, aren't I? I'm glad to help however I can. I'll find some way to thank you for this. It really means a lot to me.
Well, Travis. Here we are, the first day of a new month, so let's check up on your progress since I gave you my ultimatum, shall we? You haven't spent any time looking for a real job over the last month, have you?
Yeah, well, I've been too busy actually doing the real job I have right now to look for another real job. Are you telling me you want me to get a second job or something? I'm already pretty busy as things are.
I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. All I want is what any rational wife wants. A husband who is actually willing to do the work required to support her.
Okay, since I'm supporting you plenty well right now, I guess that means I don't need to find the new real job then.
You're not fooling anyone, Travis. I know you got fired.
How many times do I have to tell you this? No, I didn't get fired, and no, I'm not about to get fired and replaced by AI. How do you not understand this? You're under 45 years old. Everyone in our generation knows about remote work.
How many times do I have to tell you this? I don't believe you. My friend told me all about how remote work really works. You're gonna get fired within a few months if you haven't been already. My God, how stupid do you think I am?
Alright, then how about you go ahead and give my company a call? If you ask for my department, that should put you through to the secretary who knows I'm still working there.
You're just gonna call them ahead of time and tell them to lie to me?
This has got to be a joke.
I got you all figured out, Travis. Your little plan isn't going to work. I'm not gonna become the breadwinner for you, so you can stay home and play video games and Kevin all day.
Kevin doesn't even play video games. And seriously, I have no idea what you're talking about. Either regarding remote work or my supposed plan to make you become the breadwinner? Seriously, Erica, can you please calm down and have an in-person conversation with me about this?
Calm down? How am I supposed to calm down when you're trying to mooch off of me for the rest of your life? Ugh, that's it. I'm done having this conversation with you. I wanted you, Travis. Either you get a real job or I'm divorcing you. So guess what? I'm divorcing you. I already signed my name on the divorce agreement and left it in the mailbox. Hurry up and take it to the courthouse.
I don't believe this. Alright, fine. If that's what you want, I'll take the divorce agreement to the courthouse this afternoon.
Goodbye, you freeloading slacker.
Yo, Travis. Your wife just went into that guy's apartment. Although, it looks like he isn't home right now. She was carrying a couple of bags with her. Did something happen over there?
Yeah, she just left the divorce agreement in the mailbox and told me to turn it in.
For real?
Yep, I suppose it was only a matter of time. I looked into the guy who owns that apartment, so I'm fully prepared on that front.
Ha! You work fast.
Hey, it's all thanks to you. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have you helping me out. I talked to my superior about what's going on, and he's letting me take the afternoon off, so it looks like the show is about to start.
Awesome. Give him hell, man.
Oh, trust me. I'm gonna give him hell, and then some. Neil Hartford, 23 years old, room 201, New Rise apartment building, just down the street from the Central Subway station.
What?
It just so happens that he was hired by my company a few months ago.
What are you talking about?
I'm not interested in beating around the bush here, so I'll get straight to the point.
What point? You're not making any sense.
I know everything about the man you've been having an affair with.
What?
Did you really think that I was unaware?
Wait, so you really know?
Oh my god, Erica. Did I not just send you his name, age, and address? Yes, I really know.
Oh, so, do you know where I am right now?
Yes, you're in Neil's apartment.
No, you're wrong.
Sorry, Erica. I have eyewitness information and photographic evidence of you going into his apartment over the last month.
Have you been spying on me?
Like I said, let's not beat around the bush and get straight to the point, shall we? You quit your part-time job a few months ago so you'd have more time to spend with Neil, didn't you?
No.
So all the while you were berating me about not having a real job and to start looking for work immediately. You didn't even have any job at all, did you?
Even if that were true, you're the ones who's getting fired. That's way worse than quitting.
Are you really still going on about that?
Yeah, Neil told me so himself. I know everything, Travis.
Oh, he did he? What else did he say?
He told me you were a totally worthless employee, that you didn't even go to college, and that he was already outperforming you even though he'd only been in the company for a few months. And that's why you got put on remote work, then fired. Like I said, Travis, I know everything. You're a dirty liar.
Ah, so that's what happened. Neil was the one who fed you that BS about remote work.
What do you mean, BS?
You ought to know. That in reality, Neil's the one who's actually quite likely to get fired in short order.
What? Okay, now you're just being childish. You're just jealous that Neil's way better worker than you and is still important enough to be going to the office every day. Grow up, Travis.
Well, Neil works in the company's factory on the production line, so it'd be pretty hard for him to get put on remote work, anyway.
Wait, what? Factory?
You might be in a little different industry than our company, but you still have experience in factory. Surely you could understand that it's virtually impossible for a factory worker to be put on remote work, right?
Wait, hold on a second. What are you saying?
It would be a waste of time to bother explaining it in more detail, so I'm just going to keep this conversation moving along, okay? I have no idea why, but Neil has always hated me, right from the moment he first started working at my company. I once asked someone who worked with him, and according to that person, he says it was because I told him not to smoke outside of the designated smoke areas one too many times, which is odd because it's a clear fire hazard to be smoking inside the plant. But, in any case, in the midst of him hating me, one day he ended up meeting you at a singles party.
Oh no!
And it wasn't long before he learned that you were a married woman, and my wife. Ordinarily, most people would swiftly put an end to a relationship with a married woman, but apparently, Neil instead thought it would be the perfect opportunity to get some sort of revenge on me for asking him not to set the building on fire.
That can't be true.
So he not only kept up his relationship with you, but also fed you all that nonsense about remote work, AI, and whatever.
But if that's true, then Neil was just using me to get at you?
Yep.
No, I don't believe this. How could he? Neil never seemed like he was that kind of guy.
Well, at the very least, you knew he was that kind of guy who would mess around with a married woman, so...
Stop mocking me. I've never been hurt this much in my life. Do you have any idea how it feels to be stabbed in the back by someone you thought you loved? That settles it. I'm gonna break up with Neil right now. I'll be home in a few minutes. Could you heat up some dinner for me?
I already submitted the divorce papers.
You what? It's whatever. I'll just pick up an application for a marriage license on my way home then. Or do you want to meet me at the courthouse?
Did you actually think I would remarry you after all that?
Well, duh. I'm the victim here. Neil lied to me.
Aren't you skipping a step there? What were you, a married woman, doing at a singles party?
Well, one of my friends was going, and she said that one of the other girls canceled, so I figured I'd tag along.
Okay, and then what happened? You left the party with a guy, slept with him, and kept sleeping with him for months. That's not the sort of thing you can just wave it away as oopsie doopsie.
But Travis, let's meet face to face to talk about this, okay? Like I said, I'm breaking up with Neil, and I'll be home soon.
If you'd like to contact me further, please do so through my lawyer.
Why do you have a lawyer?
Because I'm gonna sue the pants off of you and Neil for your affair.
You're gonna sue me?
So, yeah, like I said, if you want to talk to me, talk to my lawyer. He'll be giving you some documents within the next few days, so be ready for that.
Don't do this, Travis. I'm gonna break it off with Neil.
By break it off, you mean your extramarital affair, right? The one that lasted for several months while you berated me about getting a realer job?
Come on, Travis, let's get remarried. Travis, pick up the phone.
Erica rushed as fast as she could to my apartment after that, but I had already headed over to Kevin's place by the time that she got here. So instead of having a heart-to-heart talk with her furious ex-husband, she got to have a heart-to-heart talk with her furious parents. I told them everything Erica did, as well as my plan to punish her, and they were waiting for her when she got there. They did me the favor of keeping her there until my lawyer could come and talk to her. I also made the same sort of arrangement with Neil's parents. As promised, I sued the pants off the both of them. I negotiated for a lump sum payment, which they both have already paid in full, with the help of their parents. I heard the other day that Neil got fired from his job shortly after that. It would seem that I was not the only person who he had a ridiculous one-way grudge against. When I think about Neil's actions, I suppose you could say that Erica was in some sort of ways a victim in all this, but her behavior overall was just way too awful to overlook. The last I heard, she was working 3 jobs a day to pay her parents back for the money they lent her during the lawsuit.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.